Hey guys, Jason here. Want to first off want to remind y'all of our awesome contest. It's it's a little over halfway done. The 26th of this month. I think tomorrow's the 15th. So got about 11 days to make your comment on my video or do a VR, whichever you're inclined to do. Of course, to up the chances of getting your name pulled out of the hat, going over to Hillbillies in the Bush and AJ Prepper's channel and do what they ask on theirs. But I'm gonna put the links and all below. Our awesome contest video. Make a comment on it, and you're in. Make a VR. You got 2 entries, and each channel's gonna draw a name out of the hat. Let's see, after the 26th, we're going to close it on the 26th. So sometime the weekend after the 26th, we're gonna do our thing and pull names out of hats, and anyway, good luck. All right. What I've got going on here today is I'm putting wax foundation in hive frames. And this is what they look like complete, with fully assembled, the wire strung in them, and the wax in the frames, ready to go into the. This is for a medium super, a honey super. This is not for the hive body, but same exact principle. This will work for the large, medium, small, or the hive bodies. So anyway, let's get going here. One thing, let's see. You're gonna need some tools. You're gonna need a little hammer is handy. You're gonna need this this wire. I think this is I know this is stainless steel wire. I'm thinking it is 26 gauge, but you order it through your beekeeping companies. All of them's got it. Let's see. You're gonna need a stapler or some little small nails, real tiny little nails. You're gonna need a box cutter, or I just use my old timer. It's my everyday carry knife, and I use it for everything. You're going to need some wire cutters, of course. A little punch, a little set punch comes in handy to finish things off. And of course some needle nose. And something else that comes in handy is just a little piece of wire. This is some 12 gauge or number 12 wire out of some 312 house wiring. Basically, you start off, you got your frame. Of course, I've already assembled the frames. Tack them together. I've got split frames here. That's what I'm using. It's easier because the wax foundation can just slide down in that slot there. But you start out with it. You punch out your holes where the wire is going to go through, like so, because they're never drilled all the way through. They're just sort of divoted. Then you'll take your knife. You'll run down through here, take this this piece of wood here out, and you want to clean this off, make this nice and smooth right in here where those cuts were, because it's a whole lot like one of your old balsa wood airplanes is. You can clean them up and make them look real nice. Get all these rough edges off, so when you get ready to staple this in there and cinch your foundation into place, you're all good to go. Alright, from there, the way I do it is I just use this old heavy duty stapler. It's I think it's a T50. What's it say there? Yeah, T50P. Just your standard old stapler for 1/2-inch staples. You get over your holes here. Now, if you've got 3 holes, keep in mind if you got the large ones for your hive bodies, you'll need to put a staple on each end, because you'll have 3 holes running through it. So you'll be staple here, tie your wire off, zig, zag, and tie your wire off back down here. But since this is the medium, both staples will go up here. Now, they never go all the way in. I don't know why, but it's a good thing. If your stapler does go all the way in, what you can do is just take your little piece of wire like so, and that'll keep it from going all the way in. Now, since I'm using a stapler instead of a nail, what I do at this point is I'll just go ahead, take my cutters, and I'll pull one side of this out. Because really, you know, all you're just needing is something to tie that wire off to. Now from there, another handy tip, an alligator clip will do a lot to keep you from spooling your wire out all over the place. This stuff is wound up tight, and if you let go of it with this thing loose, it will come ungobbled on you. So a alligator clip, or I don't know, if you're like me and had a shady past, a roach clip might be what the term you're familiar with, but technically it's an alligator clip, and we're going to stick with the technical terms, because I'm nowhere near that part of my life anymore. But anyway, run the wire through like so. Like so. Grab hold of it with your needle nose. Give it a couple of twists. At this point, I like to trim it off nice and neat. Tap that on in nice and taut. Now here, you want to get all the kinks out of this little guy, out of these wires. And on this end here, once you get it pulled nice and tight, maybe you might want to give it a little bump right there. Get that laid down nice and flat. Now then, once again, cut your wire, give yourself enough slack, and that clip comes in real handy, because when you did that, that would have just unspooled like mad. So at this point, pull that nice and tight. Good job there. Broke it that time. Okay. Stick that. Okay. Alright, at this point, you are ready for your wax foundation. I don't think I pointed out this split part here. Make sure you got all your burrs out of that. Now your wax foundation comes like so. It's got wires in it, already bent to a 90 degree. Some don't, but I ordered the kind that does. It comes layered up like so, with some wax paper, or some sort of paper anyway. And usually there's a little piece of wax or two left on this paper that you can chew on. It's kind of sweet because it is actual natural honey. I mean natural beeswax on here. So it's got a nice sweet smell to it. It's got a little honey scent left on it. But at this point, this will fight you just a fuzz. Just drop that in like so. Get it in like that. Get your nice, neat, trimmed up board like so. Hit it with a stapler. Now, if you notice, once again, my staples didn't go all the way in. That is where my little punch is going to come in handy. Instead of reaching over here and banging at it with the hammer, what I'll do is I'll take my little set, get it like so, and finish those off right quick. Now we're just about done getting this into the frame, but we've got the fun part left to do. Now here is the fun part. Go ahead and you take your battery charger, or your regular car battery, hook it to one side of the wire, take the other side of your battery charger, and while just building ever so slightly amount of pressure on this wax foundation, I'm not hooked there. Oh, come on now, don't fight with me. This is the fun part. Okay, this is where we make sparks. Yeah. Now then, what that does for us is that melts the wax frame to the wires. As you can see, it's not all burnt all the way through, but there's little spots along where it's caught, and that's what you want. You hold it on there too long, it'll just melt away and just turn it into a mess. But anyway, that's putting your foundation in your hive frames. Now this is all set up, glued, stapled in every direction. With these extra wires in here and all, this should be able to sling, just be reused. Uncap it once they've filled it up with honey, put it in an extractor, and let it sling this thing around, sling it out. Your comb shouldn't collapse or break out or sling out of it with all this extra reinforcement. Like I said, I probably hit it another lick or two right in there, but you get the idea. Anyway, there you go, guys. Hope everybody's having a great day. Y'all take care. Jason, out.